Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Neurodiverse and I'm your host, John Arroyo. I'm currently using a small mic because my microphone, I literally forgot the adapter. Like, bro, I'm on campus. It's so annoying. But I'm still going to do my review. So let's see how this is going to work with my tiny microphone. So pretty much, the show was crazy. We had Bloodline drama, Mama Asuka, IYO Kairi is all in a telenovela. Becky Lynch and Maxxine Dupri kind of go at it like non-stop. Maxxine Dupri kind of showcased her athleticism. We had a six-man tag in a main event that was leading up to a really good build. So let's get right into it. So we kicked things off with Roman Chief. We kicked things off with the tribal chief, Roman Reigns himself, after coming out last week and brutally attacking the Vision, and Heyman and were not happy about it. Roman starts talking big, but then Heyman cuts him off and should handle public speaking, and then calls out Bronson Reed, the new head of the table. So guys, that's already drama. And pretty much Heyman says that because Reed took out Roman and he was the only person to do so in a big enough space, and because he was the only Samoan to get taken out by ER due to Reed. And then Roman's like, I want to fight. And Heyman and Reed wanted to fight. Heyman said no. And Heyman said, you know what? I found Jewel. Let's just make it a fight. And then they brawl. Great way to open the show. We're building up. And I cannot wait to see how all this chaos plays out. Then backstage, we had Asuka talking to Adam Pearce, crashing out, saying, no, because of last week, I want the match now. And Adam Pearce is like, what, the match for Crown Jewel? She's like, no, I want Kairi versus IYO tonight. Adam Pearce says, okay. Kairi comes in like, oh, what is wrong, Asuka? And Asuka's like, Kairi, I need you to do a favor. I need you to obliterate IYO SKY and show her respect. And Kairi's like, no, like, she's a sister of mine. Like, we're a family. And Asuka's like, no more family. She slaps Kairi. Kairi cries. And then it's announced later in the show that we get a match. And that match was good. Then we get the match of Becky Lynch and Maxxine Dupri. And I'm gonna say this now, Maxxine Dupri showed off. Okay, she went toe to toe with Becky Lynch. She was looking like a star. She locked out from submissions, back and forth aggression for both women. But Maxxine Dupri keep fighting. She put in a running knee, a spinning heel kick, suplexes, multiple near falls. Like she was literally, and she put Becky Lynch in multiple submission holds, almost tapping out the man. But the man reverses it into an armbar. And then on the outside, Becky Lynch beats the hell out of her, even beating her with a prime bottle. That was weird. Becky Lynch thinks she's going to win. The count out is still happening. Maxxine Dupri sneakily runs back into the ring for the win. Really good. That means we're building up someone to go for the IC title. I thought it would be AJ Lee or Nikki Bella, but most likely maybe Maxxine Dupri will be the one facing Becky Lynch soon for the IC title. Very interesting. And then backstage, we have the Usos. So Roman is backstage. Jey and Jimmy are arguing, saying they both want to be champions. And Jey says, Jimmy, stay in your lane because I'm a former champion. And then Jimmy's like, I just want to help my brother out. And Roman's like, after he won the title, he became the main event. He wants to do something bigger. So you should stay out of your brother's way. And Jimmy did not look happy about it. And we will see that later in the show as well. But ooh, the Bloodline drama is boiling. And we had Lyra Valkyria versus Roxanne Perez. Really fast-paced match. Technical. Roxanne went after Lyra's arm, stomped it in between the ring posts, like in the ropes in the ring posts. Really killer. Lyra fought back. Really good flying offensive from both women. But at the end, Bayley and Raquel kind of got involved. Chaos happened and Roxanne hits the pop box for the win. And then after, Bayley tells Lyra, okay, we're going to beat him up. So backstage is a big brawl. Adam Pearce breaks them up. Most likely, we're going to get a tag team match soon with them. And I think Lyra and Bayley is a tag team. Okay. So next, CM Punk comes out, hitting the ring saying that he wants the World Heavyweight title back because Seth Rollins cheated him out of it. And at Clash of Paris, it was like a four-way match, so that wasn't fair at all. Then LA Knight interrupts him, calling Seth trash of a champion. But he also cashed in on Punk, and Punk lost to Seth twice. So technically, LA Knight should be number one contender because LA Knight beat Seth twice. And then Jey Uso joins in saying that he wants to championship. Jimmy comes in. LA Knight tells Jimmy something. I don't know. Pretty much Jey Uso super kicks Jimmy. No, super kicks LA Knight. And then Jay and Punk is talking trash. Jimmy breaks it up for chaos, and that makes the main event of the tag team match of the Usos versus Punk and LA Knight. And I think I like this storyline. All of these men going after Seth, and we're going to see it play out after Crown Jewel. Then we get Kairi Sane and IYO SKY. Boy, with this match emotional and brutal. Right away, IYO SKY flew out the ring and beat the living hell out of Asuka. Kairi back in the ring, crying, beating up IYO, pulling her hair, literally back and forth. That killer outside bump that IYO took from Kairi on the ring apron, that power bomb, gruesome. And back in the ring, both Joshi style wrestling and flips, amazing. Kairi Sane tried to hit the same elbow, but IYO kicks her and her elbow kind of twists like really technical. Both of these women are so good. Can we please get more time with these women in the match? Solo. About the end, Asuka helps Kairi steal the win. Kairi looks kind of conflicted, but at the same time, she does not mind. So are we going to see this play out at Crown Jewel? I'm really interested to see how all of that plays out. Then backstage, we have Becky Lynch crashing out because Maxxine Dupri beat her of all women on the roster. Seth tells her to calm down. She's like, you know what? I'm not going to go to Crown Jewel. I was going to do something at Crown Jewel, never mind. I'm going to talk to Adam Pearce, and then she storms off. Seth says to Heyman, I need to win this weekend. Heyman's like, okay, yeah. Seth says, no, I need to win, if you know what I mean. So what did this mean? Like, is Cody going to get jumped? I don't really know. Really interesting, and I love it. Then we get the second part of the Bloodline drama backstage. Jey confronts Jimmy, asking him, are you like on Punk's side? And Jimmy's like, no, I'm just being neutral. Because at the end of the day, Jay, I thought we was going to go after the tag titles. And Jay's like, well, no, I'm going after the world heavyweight title. So pretty much one of them is going to turn on each other. And I cannot wait. Like, that already happened a long time ago, but now it's happening again. I love it. Then we get a six-man tag team match with Penta, AJ Styles, and Dragon Lee versus Judgment Day. I don't know what is out with the six-man tag against Judgment Day, like the random six-man tags, but they're actually kind of entertaining. Fast-paced, flying action. Back then, Dragon Lee was doing lucha moves, but Judgment Day got the upper hand. But I don't know where Rusev comes in, takes out Dominic Mysterio, like grabs him, beat him somehow. Benta super kicks him, and then somehow AJ Styles picks up the win. Like, I don't know what this means for the IC title picture, but this was a pretty entertaining match before the main event. And then we got the main event. So we had the Usos versus LNA and CM Punk, and you knew it was going to be iconic. All egos was in the ring. Everyone wants to be the next World Heavyweight Championship holder. Punk and LA Knight actually worked good together for a while. The Usos fought back. Great spots. Everyone hitting finishers. Multiple people breaking out pins, but at the end, CM Punk hits the GTS on Jimmy. The LA Knight tags himself in, stealing the win from Punk. And Punk is pissed. LA Knight's walking out like, I'm going to be champion. I loved it. Can we get a feud with just LA Knight and Punk? Like, I want that solo feud. Pretty much Rivalry's crazy. Who's walking out as champion soon? Because we have this whole storyline. Not just that, is Maxxine Dupri going to be the next one to face Becky Lynch? And what the hell is going on with Lyra and Bayley? I do not get that storyline. It's getting funny, but it's also confusing. As well as, is IYO gonna apologize, or if Asuka gonna literally destroy IYO? And would Kairi turn on Asuka? Because Kairi looked kind of concerned. Maybe not. But hopefully you guys liked the review. I know it's kind of different because like I have to use my small mic. I really hated it. Like going back and forth from campus to school Like, I always try to get my equipment, but I literally forgot my adapter for my beautiful, beautiful microphone, so I have to use my tiny one. So hopefully the audio is good. Hopefully you guys having a wonderful day, and I see you guys next time.